Welcome to Impart Math Knowledge. In this video, I am going to explain unbalanced transportation problem. The necessary and sufficient condition for the transportation problem is it should be a balanced one. In the transportation problem, if the total supply not equal to total demand means we can say that the problem is unbalanced. To make it as a balanced, we have to introduce dummy row if supply value less than demand. The supply value for the dummy row is total demand minus total supply. If the demand less than supply means we have to introduce dummy column with 0 entries. The demand value for that dummy column is total supply minus total demand. After that, you have to proceed the problem in the usual manner. Here, the transportation cost is given, supply and demand value is also given. First step, we have to check whether the given problem is balanced or not. Step 1 is check the balanced condition. Here, total supply is equal to 250 plus 300 plus 300. The value is 850. The total demand is equal to 300 plus 200 plus 200. The total value is 700. Here total supply not equal to total demand, so the problem is an unbalanced one. Demand value less than supply. So you have to introduce dummy column. The demand for the dummy column is TS minus TD, which is equal to 850 minus 700, that is 150. Let me repeat. Here demand is less than supply. Demand value is 700. Supply value is 850. So you have to introduce dummy column with 0 entries. The demand for the dummy column is the difference between the supply and demand, that is 150. Now let me write the cost matrix. 5, 4, 3, 8, 4, 3, 9, 7, 5. Supply value is 250, 300 and 300 again. Demand is 300, 200 and 200. Okay, so we want to make the given problem as a balanced one. We introduce dummy column. The entries are 0. Here you have to write the difference between total supply and total demand. The difference is 150. In this way, you have to convert the unbalanced transportation problem into balanced transportation problem. Step 2, we have to find the initial basic feasible solution using northwest corner rule. Northwest corner means upper left hand corner. Here the first cell is your upper left hand corner. In this cell you are going to allocate your value. For this cell, supply is 200 and demand is 300. The minimum value is 250. So you allocate 250 in the first cell. Once allocate the value, you have to strike out the satisfied one. Here 250 is satisfied. Here the remainder is 50. Here supply is satisfied. So you have to strike out the row. In the northwest corner rule, always you have to concentrate on the first cell. So here the first cell is this cell. Here I am going to allocate the value. For this cell, supply is 300 and demand is 50. The minimum value is 50, so I am allocating 50 here. Once I allocate, immediately I have to strike out the value and I have to write the remainder, that is 250. Here demand is satisfied, so I have to strike out the column. In the remaining, the first cell is this cell. For this cell, supply is 250, demand is 200. Here you are going to allocate minimum value. The minimum value is 200. So you allocate 200 here. The remainder is 50 and here this is satisfied. Demand is satisfied again, so you have to cross out the column. In the remaining, the first cell is this cell. For this cell, supply is 50, demand is 200. So you allocate the minimum value 50 here. Once I allocate, I have to strike out the value and I have to write the remainder, that is 150. Here, the supply is satisfied, so you have to strike out the row. In the remaining, the first cell is this cell. For this cell, supply is 300, demand is 150. So I am allocating 150 here. Once I allocate, I have to strike out the value. Here the remainder is 150 and this is satisfied. Here the demand is satisfied, so you have to strike out the column. Last cell is the left out one. For this cell, supply and demand value is equal. So both are satisfied. So you allocate 150 here. Here supply and demand is satisfied. Now we have to write all the allocated values in the cell 5, 8, 4, 3, 5, 0. I write only the occupied cells for clear understanding. 200, 50, 150, 150 again. Now I am going to check m plus n minus 1 is equal to number of allocations or not. Here m plus n minus 1, the number of rows 3, number of columns 4, so the value is 6. Number of allocations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, both are equal, that is m plus n minus 1 is equal to number of allocations. M plus n minus 1 is equal to number of allocations. So the solution is a non-degenerate one. Step 4, we have to find the initial TP cost. The initial TP cost is nothing but you have to multiply and add the allocated values. The initial TP cost is 5 into 250 plus 8 into 50 plus 4 into 200 plus 3 into 50 plus 5 into 150 plus 0 into 150. Let me write 5 into 250 plus 8 into 50 plus 4 into 200 plus 3 into 50 plus 5 into 150 plus 0 into 150. If you multiply and add, you will get 3350. This is the initial transportation cost for this particular problem. If the problem is unbalanced, means first you have to make it as a balanced and then you can find the initial basic feasible solution. Hope you all understand. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.